Hey y'all, happy Monday. Welcome to Mr. Spencer's virtual math class. It's me, your host, Mr. Spencer, and I am so excited that you are here with us today. Y'all, we have only 3 more days, really 2.5 more days this week, and at the end of this week, we have December break. With that, it is the end of the second quarter of 5th grade. It's the end of the first semester. Please use this time to get caught up on anything that might be missing, ask some questions. I'll be online all day on Tuesday, answer questions that you have. There's a link that I just put at the top of our Schoology page to make it even more clear how you can come and join us. And now you might have noticed this, but yeah, I am dressed as a tree today. That's me. So, you're probably saying, what are we doing today? Well, let me tell you, we are going to take some notes on long division. You may already have learned how to do long division, but I know a lot of us didn't get the practice we needed or didn't learn it at all, thanks to COVID-19 canceling the end of your 4th grade year. Not to worry, we're going to go through this all together today. There are just 4 simple steps when doing long division, and you are going to master it. Don't worry, I don't expect you to master it today, but we are going to take some notes, especially on those 4 steps. And then you're going to need to have these notes in some safe place where you can have them when we get back in January. All right, so without further ado, let's start some notes on long division. So I got my notebook here. I know I will have this notebook when we get back in January, so I feel confident that I will not lose my notes. Make sure you are also putting them somewhere that you will have when we get back in January. But it is long division day today. And what is long division? It is the process we use to divide big numbers. Now, later on, we'll start dividing some big numbers by big numbers. But for today and when we start back after winter break, we're going to start by dividing big numbers by 1-digit numbers. So we're going to start with this example number. It is right here, 4,842 divided by 3. And we're going to write this 2 more ways as well. It's going to be the same equation, the same sentence, read the same way, just written 3 different ways. Now we're going to replace this next with the division symbol. So it's going to be 4,842 divided by 3. Now when we are doing our long division, in order to solve this problem, we're going to take our division symbol and we're going to turn it into this right here. Now you may have seen this before. If you haven't, don't worry, we're going to get there. But when we set this up, this is how we're able to use our algorithm for long division. Our first number goes inside right here. And our divisor goes on the outside. We read this the same way though. Even though the order of the numbers is switched, we're going to read it the same way. So this still says 4,842 divided by 3. Now I've been struggling with my 2's all day, and apparently my 4 wasn't long enough, but there we go. So as we get started, we're going to make a little cheat sheet over here in the corner. And we are going to fill in our multiplication table for 3. So we're going to do on the left side 0 through 9. And on the right side, we're going to do what each of those times 3 is. So to start, we have 0 times 3 is 0, 1 times 3 is 3, and so on and so forth until we get to 3 times 9, which is 27. Now, you probably know that 3 times 10 is 30, but we don't need that for today. When we're dividing, we'll just need 0 to 9, which is super cool because we're only doing one digit at a time. All right, so we now have the 3 ways that we set up our division problem, 3 ways we can write it. It's all read the same way, and we have our multiplication table for 3. Now, there are 4 steps, and we're going to work through these 4 steps all together. So, our first step is to divide. Now, when we're dividing in long division, we're going to first look at just our first number. So in this case, our first number is 4. And we're going to ask ourselves, what is 4 divided by 3? Now, if you look at our multiplication chart here, there's no 4. So we're going to look at the number that is closest without going over. So 3 will be the closest without going over because 6 is more than 4. So that means 4 divided by 3 is 1. Okay, 4 divided by 3 is 1. So we put the 1 up on top, right above the 4 in the thousands place. Our place value is going to stay in the same spot. And our first step was to divide. Our second step is going to be to multiply. We're going to multiply the number we just put on top by the number on the left side. So 1 times 3 is 3. We put our 3 in the same column. Everything is lining up perfectly for us today, and I love it. Our third step is to subtract. We are still only worrying about the columns that we have numbers in down below. So we're going to do 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Now our fourth and final different step is this. It's to bring down the next number. I'm going to put down, bring down, and then I'm going to put the next number in parentheses, or the next digit. All right, so our next number here is 8. Now here's the only part where things change at all. Now instead of worrying about dividing anything up here in our original number, we're only going to look at this number here. So we're going to ask ourselves, what is 18 divided by 3? Well, I'm going to look at my chart here. The closest we can go without going over is right here, is 18. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. We'll put our 6 right above the 8 because our columns are all staying in the same spot, which is awesome. Second step is to multiply. So we're going to multiply our top number 6 by the number on the left, which is 3. Third step is to subtract. So I'll do 18 minus 18. 8 minus 8 is 0. 1 minus 1 is 0. Step 4, bring it down. Where's our next number? The next digit is 4. So we'll bring that straight down here. Oh, one thing I forgot to do is I like to draw in a little arrow after step 4. So we just go ahead and repeat. Rinse and repeat, just like in my shampoo this morning. I had to rinse and repeat. That way I made sure to get my hair nice and clean. It just doesn't look like this naturally. Well, some days it does. So step 1, we're going to divide. Y'all already know that 4 divided by 3 is 1 because we did that right here. So this 4 divided by 3 is going to be 1 again. Step 2 is to multiply. We're multiplying that number we just put up top. 1 times 3. 1 times 3 is 3. Our third step is to subtract. 4 minus 3 is 1. Step 4, bring it on down. Then we go rinse and repeat one more time. We're going to ask ourselves, what is 12 divided by 3? Well, I see right here, 12 divided by 3 is 4. So 12 divided by 3 is 4. We'll put that number up on top. Second step today is to multiply. 4 times 3 is 12. Step 3 is subtract. 12 minus 12 gives us a big 0. Now there is nothing left to bring down, so we are all set because there's nothing else to bring down and we have a 0 down here. We're all set. Now, we want to go ahead and check our work. How can we check our work? Well, in this scenario, it is super easy for us to check our work because we know that the opposite of division is multiplication. So we can multiply to check our work. So we're going to take our answer, 1,614, and we are going to multiply it by 3. As I do this, 4 times 3 is 12, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4, 3 times 6 is 18, 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. Now our answer right here matches what we started with in green up here, so that means we are good to go. Awesome. So 4,842 divided by 3 is 1,614. I'm just going to put a little comma in there. Awesome. I love it. I love it. We're going to do one more all together, and then I will give you 2 practice problems to do. Our next practice problem is right here. $5,031 divided by 3. And we're going to do 3 again since we already have our table set up. Ready to go. I'm going to set it up in our long division symbol. 5,031 divided by 3. So I have gone ahead, and I have it somewhere here. There we go. I went ahead, and for my sake, I wrote the 4 steps out on a Post-it note so I can take that with me wherever I go. I'm going to laminate it and take it with me. That way I have it ready to go anytime we're doing some long division, so I can follow my 4 steps and repeat. I highly recommend putting on an index card or Post-it note or something, as well as in your notes, so you can keep it with you when you're practicing. So I know we're going to start with our first digit and divide. We're going to say, what is 5 divided by 3? Well, 5 divided by 3 is going to be 1. Then we're going to multiply. 1 times 3, which is 3. Next, we'll subtract 5 minus 3. 5 minus 3 is 2. And then our 4th step before we repeat is bring down. Awesome. So now we've got 20. Now we're going to go up to the top and start all over again with the dividing of 20 by 3. So what is 20 divided by 3? This one's tricky. So let me pull up my chart here. I don't see a 20 on here anywhere. Okay, 21 is close to 20, but so is 18. But 21 is too high, so it must be 18, because 21 is over 20. So it'll be 18, and so that number is 6. So 18 divided by 3 is 6. So 20 divided by 3 is going to be 6 with a remainder. Okay, so we'll put our 6 up top, then we multiply. 6 times 3 is 18. Then we subtract. We group that. 10 minus 8 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. Subtract it, and now we bring down our 3. Then we go back to the beginning with our division. 23 divided by 3 is going to be 7. 7 times 3, multiplying, is 21. Then we go ahead and subtract. 3 minus 1 is 2. 2 minus 2 is 0. And then, my favorite step right here, bring it down. Bring it down. We bring down our 1. We got to rinse and repeat this one more time. So we're going to go back up to the top where we divide. 21 divided by 3 is 7. I know that. You can check your chart, anything you want. Then we're going to multiply 7 times 3, which is 21. Step 3 says subtract. 21 minus 21 is 0. Step 4 is bring down. We have nothing else to bring down, so we're all set. Looks like our answer is 1,677. But we're going to check our work with multiplication. So we're going to take our solution. I'm going to do that right next to it. 1,677 times 3. We can go ahead and multiply that out. 7 times 3 is 21. 1 down there. Regroup the 2. 7 times 3 is 21 plus 2 more is 23. 3 in the tens place. Regroup the 2. 3 times 6 is 18 plus 2 more is 20. Regroup our 2 again. And 3 times 1 is 3 plus 2 more is 5. Now, our solution there is what we started with. That's the same. So that means our answer to 5,031 divided by 3 is 1,677. Awesome. I love it. Y'all, I'm going to give you 2 exit ticket problems. The link to the exit ticket is in our Schoology page for Monday, December 14th. You can find it right below this video if you're watching this video in Schoology. Our 2 practice problems, they are 1 and 2. Let me get them written down here for us. They are both dividing by 5. So if you want a head start on these, I would go ahead and make a T-chart of your multiples of 5, or your multiplication table for 5. The first problem we are going to do 7,130 divided by 5. And the second problem is 6,785 divided by 5. So go ahead and solve those 2 problems using our 4 steps, and then submit your 2 answers in our exit ticket spot on the folder for today. Y'all, I am so proud of your hard work. We are almost to the end of the first half of 5th grade. Keep it up. I'm so proud of you. You are awesome. I'm going to be online again all day tomorrow, just about, besides a couple of breaks for lunch and another meeting. There's a link to that in our Schoology page and in the About This Class page on Schoology. Let me know if you need anything, or if you have anything that's missing that you need help getting caught up on. Y'all are awesome. Keep it up. I'm so proud of you. I will see you back here soon. Bye, y'all.